everybody, welcome to my video. Today's video is going to be a DIY and I'm going to be showing you how to do 3 types of painted ornaments with your crafts, with your acrylic paints, and with your Dollar Tree ornaments. And these ornaments are plastic, so they're safe and they're not breakable if you have kids. So let's stay tuned and let's get watching how I paint my nose, my nomads, and my Concha ornaments. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe, and if you already did, thank you very much. And let's get started to the painting.
These ornaments, I got them from Michael's long time ago, and they are plastic as well. And these bigger ones, I got them from the dollar store. They kind of like twist open, and like the other ones are pop out. And these are bigger than those, but they have the light bulb shape. And I got this one. I only found one at the dollar store. Is the round flat ornament, plastic as well. So we're going to start with the tiny ones, and we're going to start with these ones. We'll start taking out the tips, and then we're going to be pouring in acrylic paint inside of our ornament, a decent amount of paint, and then just twist and roll over your ornament till all of your ornament is covered. If you use the paintbrush, you have strokes, but if you just move it around and cover all your ornament, and it'll be easier and the coverage will be much better. You do this to all of your ornaments, and that is it for that part.
I'm gonna grab my handy dandy thing again and then do a wave, and you do that with basically all of the ornaments. Put paint inside, shake it well, and then let them drain or get the paint out, and then we can continue from there. Yay! Seeing the ivory, the red, the orange, and my black. The black one for the eyes, the orange for the nose, the red for the cheeks, and of course the face of the snowmans are going to be these. And then I'm going to also sparkle. When you have ornaments like this that there's a part where maybe it got messed or it's not dry enough, use that part to do the rest of the image or the little picture right on the front, and that way it'll be very similar. So let's get started. Your first coat of paint is never going to be a solid color. You always have to make a second coat on it, on any paint, when you're doing one of these. I almost forgot. Remember to sand it with your 3M little sandpaper. Remember to get the area that you're gonna work on, and to sand it. No wonder I was saying, like, why is my paint going so weird? So you'll see these two are not sand and this one is sand. Look at how the color, I don't know, hopefully you could see the color grabs, like it's better. It stays more of the color stays on it, not more of the paint but more of the color. You will still need a second coat, but it's easier to work with when you have something like this next to something like this. I don't know if you're able to see the difference, but I'm able to feel the difference and see the difference here, like besides the camera. Okay, now that we have our ornaments already with all of our coats of the first color, we're gonna grab our ornament now. I did get this from the dollar store. It has a little pointy, tiny point and a more round ball. So I'm gonna using the big round ball to make the eyes. Like this. Now I'm going to be using my red one for our cheeks. And now one of these other tools that I got, that I showed you, I got this little wood tool from Michael's. So I'm gonna dip it and kind of dip out, like tip outside of my paint, and then use it just like this right on the sides for our cheeks. It creates not a very solid red or not a very solid dot. And then with our little thing over here, we're gonna do our nose. Now for the mouth, I'm going to make one right in the center, and from the center one, I'm going to guide myself to do the other dots here. I think I'm going to do 3 to the side, and now I'm able to know the distance from the other 3. And now it looks the painting of ornaments a little bit like a little bit funner. Not everybody has a Cricut machine that they can just cut a vinyl and stick it to the ornaments. I think this one's make it a little bit nicer. I'm gonna make all of my ornaments the same exact design, and then I'm gonna finish that and get back to you when I finish doing all of them. Okay, now we have all of our little snowmen right here ready. I have added the little topper, but as you can see, they're all of them are the same inches, so they don't look as bland as they are looking. We're going to add a little ribbon to them. I'm gonna set this one over here. I'm going to add a little ribbon. I have this green ribbon here. You can actually just have that. We have our ribbon right here, and we're going to tie it to our end right here. So hopefully, I recommend for your ornaments to be dry, not like mine. I'm trying to hurry to make this my Monday video. This, and then you make one loop right here, and with this longer one, you're going to make it all the way around. Bring it towards the center and pull it in the middle, and then pull it not all the way out, so you have little leftover over here. You can go back and twist it and make it look like the bow. That is and how they all look with our little green bow on the top. And now we're gonna go ahead and get our Mod Podge, and we're going to Mod Podge all of our ornaments, so all of our ornaments get protected. Our bigger ones, whoopsie, oop, thank God that was plastic. Let's do our bigger ones. Now these bigger ones, I want the background to be white, so I'm going to be using this white. This white, they also have it at the dollar store, and this is acrylic paint, and this is tempera paint. The jugs are a bit smaller, and you would be lucky to find these ones because they go fast. So we're going to do the exact same thing with our acrylic paints in this. We're going to pour some of it inside and then give it a wiggle, and then wait for them to get painted. As easy as that. So we're gonna paint now our little gnomes here, because I have 4, and these are going to be our family ornaments for this year. So my husband and I and my 2 daughters. Now I'm going to grab a little piece of this sandpaper. This is a 3M Pro grade sandpaper. It's the very light one. Since it is glossy, you want a little bit of texture to grab onto the paint. So I'm just going to do a slight little brush or sand on the ornament here. We're going to be using Mod Podge gloss after that to protect our paint, and it doesn't matter, you know, like you're going to be glossing again your ornament. But then now there's a little grain, and the paint could actually grab onto whatever you're going to paint on. And they do have these little lines here, so that gives you kind of like a measurement of the canvas that you can work on. So there is that. It's a 3M sandpaper. You don't need to do it a lot, it's just a little bit. So we can go ahead and now sketch out my little gnome, and then start with the painting. how they all look. Look at this. This one's Mama, Layla, Luna, and Papa. And I use the same color palette, so you can see we all have that white, green, gray, red, and pink palette. So it's like a family. So there's that. Once you have like finished painting and everything's dry, my insides are still a little bit fresh, then you can put the tap on it. Now at the end we'll Mod Podge all of them. Now for this ornament is my Concha ornament. We're going to be using two different colors. For instance, I'm going to do my pink Concha because they do vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry conchas. And I've done this with puffy paint, but I didn't do a video on it. But I wanted to show you. I only found one of these ornaments at the Dollar Tree, so it was a shame. It's a very popular one that it flies. So I'm going to be doing the inside of my concha, and then I'll show you the rest of it, how it looks. And I'm going to be doing a mixture of my skin color and a little bit of brown to make one color that is like the bread color of the concha, if you know what I mean. And this is going to be the color of the inside of my concha, so I'm going to try to scoop it up there and we'll do the same with like how we did it with all of them. We're going to try and squirt it all over, and I think I'm gonna need more. Alrighty, I have my concha already here. Look, you see the color of it, it's like paint. Like, I have my concha here. Now for the rest of it, I'm gonna have a pink concha. So my color here, it's actually pink from Craftsmart. And then I have a mess here on my table. Then with another, and then remember to sand your top of your ornaments so you can have the more grip for your paints. And it really is like half circles. Like, let me see if I could do it with this. It's like starting, we're gonna start like making like little lines like this, and then we're going to make like 3 more, and then in between there we'll make 4, and so on and so forth like this. I'm gonna make this one like this, kind of to make my circle like this, and then continue my look at that. So you let your first coat finish, and then you can come back and paint it again. And we're going to Mod Podge all of our ornaments, so all of our ornaments get protected. Just to tell you that, so you're gonna grab your Mod Podge, and this is the Mod Podge gloss. I'm gonna do the big ones first. You can see I'm not gonna Mod Podge everything because it's already glossy. I'm just only gonna Mod Podge where my paint is, where my painting is, and then I'm going to simply do one coat. I think it should be fine with one coat, and this coat is a generous coat. It's not very light but not very thick. It's a generous coat. And when you make your coat and to all of your ornaments, try to make sure that they don't roll, because if they roll and they stay like that and you don't notice, they will get stuck to the surface, whatever surface you put them on. So just make sure that they don't roll. Put them in a place where they stay steady. Let me do this and I'll be back. With my ornaments. comments. Hopefully you guys like. Comment down below what was your favorite ornament, the concha, the snowman, or the gnome. Click down below to click all the little links to where you can find me on Instagram and on Facebook, and as well as my TikTok, where I do my piggy banks, as well as a little link to where if you wanna follow me on my piggy bank account as well. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for already have subscribed, and if you haven't done so, please do so, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.